Enemies behind rumored Ohaneze crisis. Deputy National Spokesman of Igbos Socio-Cultural Organization Ohaneze Igbo, Mazi Chuks Igbegbu, has declared that there was no division or crisis in the leadership of the group as being rumored by mischief makers. Igbegbu, in a statement issued in Enugu yesterday, said such division only existed in the figment of imagination of misguided elements. According to him, the rumored crisis was the handiwork of mischief makers who had deceived the Corporate Affairs Commission (CAC) into registering a fake organization where enemies of Ndigbo were being used to cause confusion in Igbo land. CAC had issued a certificate of registration to a group by the name Ohaneze Igbo General Assembly, but quickly wrote to cancel the registration and asked the promoters to return the certificate. Igbegbu said that the element would fail when, as he declared, the corporates as persona non grata in Igbo land and at their hometown. He said these elements are used by Igbo enemies with peanuts to cause confusion in Igbo land, and they will be ostracized in Igbo affairs for this treasonable act. It showed no due diligence is done at that place, and the management there needs to be investigated. I am not a lawyer, but I know there are rules to register organizations. This was not followed. Ohaneze NEC and Éñém will soon meet to address the issue. Well, it had been gathered that the CAC, the Corporate Affairs Commission, has reportedly scrapped the registration earlier granted to a splinter Ohaneze Igbo group. Meanwhile, the commission, in a statement on social media on Tuesday, said that it withdrew the registration of the splinter Ohaneze group, which appointed one Basil Onyachonam as its president general because it has not fulfilled all the requirements for registration. Meanwhile, the statement by the CAC reads, "This is to inform the general public that the certificate of registration number IT 1444918 issued inadvertently to the trustees of Ohaneze Igbo General Assembly has been withdrawn by the Corporate Affairs Commission." Now, the trustees of the association has been advised to return the said certificate to the commission as same has been cancelled. The conditions for the issuance of the certificate have not been fully fulfilled, it concluded. Reacting to the development yesterday, the Deputy Publicly Secretary of Ohaneze Igbo, Mr. Chuks Igbegbu, said that the mainstream Ohaneze Igbo, led by Chief John Nwodo, was in support of the move by the Corporate Affairs Commission. So he said that there had due process to register such an organization and it was not followed. The circumstance that led to the registration should be probed. Something must have gone wrong anyway in CAC, and I think that the enemies of Ndigbo are at work. So these sharps are enemies of Ndigbo and desperados. They should be arrested for impersonation, and that is what is on ground right now. Meanwhile, Ohaneze leadership under Nwodo is intact. There is no crack whatsoever. Enemies of Ndigbo are behind this, and we shall soon unmask them. That is what they have said so far. Well, a lot of things have been happening anyway. The problem the Igbos are facing and it has been affecting a lot of people. Even it has been affecting Biafrans. In fact, the people of Biafrans, now they are trying to go against themselves, see impersonation here and there. Now, even now that the deputy national spokesman of Igbo Social-Cultural Organization, Ohaneze Igbo, Mazi Chuks Ibebu, has already declared that there was no division or crisis in the leadership of the group, has been rumored by mischief makers. There has been a lot of mischief makers. There are some people that their own is just to scatter, to destroy. But well, even as Igbebu in his statement issued in Enugu said such division only existed in the figment of imagination of misguided elements. Okay, now the mischief makers have succeeded in deceiving the Corporate Affairs Commission into registering a fake organization where enemies of Igbo were being used to cause confusion in Igbo land. Enemies everywhere you go. Now, I don't know as in how they got to reach the CAC, the Corporate Affairs Commission now, and to the extent they were able to issue fake organizations. They were able to gather themselves. You can imagine. That is to tell you that some people can go any length. They can go any length to destroy, to make things happen. And now that the so-called fake organization who were the enemies of the Igbos, that used themselves, gathered themselves to where the Corporate Affairs Commission is, and they had issued a certificate of registration to a group by the name Ohaneze Igbo General Assembly, but quickly writes to cancel the registration and ask the promoters to return the certificate, because now they have given out a name to themselves. Well, Igbo has already said it that the element would fail, even as he declared the corporate as personanum grantor in Igbo land and at their hometown. Well, so as far as I'm concerned, I think these elements are used by Igbo enemies with peanuts. How much did they pay them to cause confusion in the Igbo land? But one thing is, they should, all these Ohaneze and the rest of them, they should try and come together, bring themselves together, let there be unity, because when there is no unity, a lot of things will go wrong, and they are just starting. This is just coming up. A lot of things will go wrong. This man was saying yesterday, this Nollywood actor was saying that you people should not fight yourselves. You should rather fight the enemies. A lot of people went against him. They were like, what is the meaning of that? Is it because this Fulani has not visited you? That is why you are there saying what you don't understand. You should try and open your eyes and follow it up the way it is. And if you look at it very well, and that is just it. When there is no love, when there is no unity, a lot of things will go wrong. From onset, a lot of things had been going wrong. Some people will even be there. They will be telling you what is not it. Some of them will go and bargain because of peanuts with the federal government to deal with the people of your own, to deal with your own brothers now. Because of how much? In fact, people killing people, brothers killing brothers, everybody, they were just deceiving themselves. They are hurting themselves, all in the name of position, all in the name of money. Come on, it's unfair. It's unfair. Let's wake up. You people should wake up. Why? Well, all I will say is that where there is no peace, where there is no unity, a lot of things will go wrong. So I think it's high time they all came together and make sure they fight for themselves before all these things go out of hand, and that is it. Well, that's my own take anyway. Meanwhile, let me have your take on this, and remember to subscribe for more updates. Thanks and God bless.